Just for you guys to see, let's go from the other side. Here to the cage. She is awake. By the way, how will you feed this thing? Did you think about that? You have the intention to let this poor animal caged in here for 14 days to receive antibiotics? With what you have the intention of feeding her?
It's for your own good. You'll get the next shot tomorrow.
And now he leaves the bowl out there. And let's go back inside. Nothing else to do here. Yeah, no food for her. No food for me. This is a no food game. Very soon I will start to use the shortcuts because we will have no patience for anything else. But for now, just getting to know all the spaces. This is the window of the lab. I have no idea what I do now. I absolutely don't remember. So, maybe I should rest a little bit and try to write my thesis. Yeah, rest a little means to sleep. Let's talk to Dooley.
What do you think about the find?
When are you gonna get it on with the Inuit princess, huh?
I can't deny it or I can admit it.
Don't tell me you haven't tried.
Me? Hell no. A cold and bitter creature that woman is. An ice princess. She was working in Thule before this, right? The word is that they had to transfer her to keep a horde of ogling corporate losers away. Like the Eula guy she was mad about.
Poor girl.
And that she enjoyed the hassle an awful lot, too. Just take a number, pal.
Okay, that's enough. I have things to do.
Right?
But if you need some advice about Inuit women in general, you are now talking to the Eskimo champ.
Right.
My point is that she'll eat you alive. She's done it before.
You don't have a point. Even I know that Eskimo and Inuit are not the same. And you were such a misogynist. Poor girl was just trying to do her work. She was harassed. And you call her a princess. You're envious. That's it, you're envious. You would like to be harassed. You would like to be ogled upon by women. And by the way, you're too young for her. Oh my, why did I try? Okay, that's... Oh! I'll try to talk to her. Let's see if I can make things slightly less bad.
Nova, are you alright?
Rune? No, not really.
You know, if you need any assistance, I've got some quality razor blades.
Oh.
You're a real friend, but I think I just need some rest.
Now I can. ensure that our date tomorrow is still on, or leave her be. I'm not a jerk. Leave that to Tully. Leave her be.
Okay. Good night.
We say good night, but it's day because it's the polar night and the polar day and the midnight sun and things that I don't really understand. But okay, that's it. Let's save again. In front of my bunk. Ta-da! Let's sleep. But first... Oh, the Auroras. I wonder if they look like this.
Oh, shit. What a dream. What's that noise? Sounds like a garbled radio.
Now, what do I have here? The basics again. Let me check my journal. Actually, a notebook. Yeah, the same. And I slept on my sneakers. Let's go to the living room. Problem with the radio. Let's check out the radio.
Tully! You scared the hell out of me.
And
I
of me.
see them, Rune. The beast.
I can calm him down, stand back, or wake him up. Oh, because he is a somnambulist, but with open blinking eyes. Wake him up.
You're having a nightmare! Wake up!
No, I can't. It just starts over.
I can't. Okay, I'll calm him down.
Okay, Tully, I hear you. Take it easy. Everything is all right.
No, I can't. It just starts over. There. See?
Listen to me. You are on Alpha Polaris and there's nothing here. Take it easy.
What? Are you sure?
There's nothing here, Tully. Nothing here.
Fuck.
But I suppose we had the same dream? I can ask, what did you see? I can ask, what is the beast? I can ask what's about a radio, or tell him to go to sleep. But I have to ask, what did he see?
What did you see in your dream?
I don't know. I was back in Longwoods, Maine, and then in the glacier. The polar bears. They were in the sky. It was wrong somehow.
Okay, one
What
by
were the
one.
beasts you saw?
At first, I thought they were polar bears. But then, I don't know what the fuck it was. A spirit. Under the ice.
Okay, easy now.
And the radio?
Tully, what's wrong with the radio?
How should I know? It's some electromagnetic shit or something.
Okay, go sleep.
Look, maybe you should go back to sleep.
No, I need to focus. You go ahead, Norway. I'll sit down here for a while.
Are you...
Yeah, I
I'm
can
good.
use some
Now
company.
leave me alone.
Okay. I'll do a quick check around the station.
Again about the radio. Oh. Nothing I can do. It's blaring out something. But nothing I can do, as I said. Okay, no one's in the kitchen and the lights are off. What is my task? I need to make sure everything's right in here. Which means that I have to account for everyone. Oh, what's wrong?
Al.
Nothing happened. Is she crying? Better not disturb her. Now to the garage. Oh, now I remember. I was gonna be at the lab. Yeah. She's crying. Tully's on the sitting room. I was in the lab and... Okay, everyone's accounted for.
Al?
Look at that. A hell of a light show. Like the sky itself was burning. Such profound beauty. I took a reading with the magnetometer, and I think we're very close to a record-breaking geomagnetic event right now.
There's something
Yeah, I
strange
thought so.
taking place here.
We don't really need a solar event. I can tell him that the radio has gone haywire, that there's something wrong with Tully, or just end the conversation.
The radio is blaring out some weird noise.
Yes, that makes sense, and it wouldn't even be the first time. Way back in 1859, a couple of great geomagnetic storms took place. They were caused by
know about that
immense
one.
coronal mass ejections in the sun.
It's an infamous
Back
event.
then, telegraph stations were spreading all over rural America. Electricity was soon to be introduced to households, and telegraph lines operated with it. As it happened, something freaky took place during a peak in the solar storm.
Lots of freaky stuff,
Stations
actually.
in Portland and Boston maintained conversation for several hours with no battery power.
They were
In
using
England,
some
something
form of
weird happened
geomagnetic
to-
energy?
Correct. Geomagnetically induced current is the term. The field lines fall here, Rune. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I think the ion storm is causing the effect you described. Who knows? We might see even more peculiar things happen.
We will. Yeah, the geomagnetic event.
How can an ionospheric phenomenon have effects this severe?
Well, I'll
Duh?
bet you see Aurora in Norway all the time, Rune. Do you know much about them?
The basics. They're caused by solar wind getting trapped by Earth's magnetic field.
That's the science.
Did
However,
you
the
forget
Queen
how
called
strong
them
are
the dance
solar
of the
winds?
spirits. Looking at them here,
Strong and
in the middle of
destructive.
this desolation, they waver constantly, like a veil or a mask. A mask shifting to reveal a glimpse of some long, lost truth.
Ooh.
Perhaps a visual message, which we, as mankind, are no longer able to connect to.
Or still not able. Wow, I would never take you for a visionary. But again, I agree just for
I
the
remember
sake of
watching
it.
them as a child and having similar sentiments. Like they were put up there as a show. There are legends in Norway. I think the Sami people believe the northern lights can descend from the heavens to hurt men.
I'm glad you understand, Rune. Getting older, I've come to realize there's a more spiritual side to the Arctic.
Still, there's something wrong about your grandson.
I ran into Tully in the living room and had a conversation with him while he was having some sort of nightmare.
A waking dream? That's interesting, especially considering his fixations. He's constantly going over the dreams he's had, the dreams he will have, and so on. But I wouldn't worry. Ted's obviously very responsive to these things, and he's been under some stress lately. The isolation and the darkness can get to you.
Not like this. It took me several tries to get him to wake up, and what he told me about the dreams...
Yes, but still, between you and me, waking dreams occur mostly in juveniles.
No.
Let's put it this way. Ted doesn't always operate on the level of maturity one would expect.
It may be true, but... What I was about to say is... What do you mean by his fixations? Cheats and vehicles and bro jokes? Fixations. What fixations this guy must have? Well, it's explained already. Dreams. And dreams of the future and dreams of the past. We can very well see he's not a very much busy person, right? And I can talk about my nightmares or not.
There's more. I've also had a nightmare. In my dream, I remember the terror of someone watching me from a distant ice shelf. Tully had a feeling of something haunting him in the woods.
You think there's a connection?
I don't know what to think.
Without trying to be dismissive, you both have spent long days out on the glacier. Anyhow, there may still be a powerful subconscious message for you to grasp. A spiritual one, as some people in touch with themselves would say.
You could be right.
But maybe you should hit the sack before I switch on my full ramble mode.
I can talk again about my nightmares for some reason or just end the conversation. If I talk again, the words will be the same. There will
One
be
more
nothing
thing.
new.
I don't think you'll be able to reach anyone with the radio tomorrow. We've blanked out during ion storms half this magnitude before.
Then I'll treat the bear myself.
That's the spirit. We should also power down the tower so nothing gets fried. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Well, you know, treating the bear is not the worst part of it. I know you were willing for the presence of the veterinary, but I believed you were more inclined to talk to some archaeologists or sociologists or something. Well, guess I can try to just go to sleep again. Come here, come here. Come here, come here. Come here. Oh. Oh. Okay, sorry, I was petting my dog. Back to bed then. Well, we could maybe, I don't know, shut down the radio? But no, not my job. I will not do such a thing. Let's save. About the bug. Again. With the same name. I hope it worked. And now we can go sleep again. Come here, dear. Come here, come here. Ay. Ah! Okay.
Hey, Knudsen, you gotta see this.
Yay! You been.
Kamardar.
Don't you go all sweet on me. I found something real fucking eerie.
Yeah, yeah, you have to answer the guy. No, 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 don't. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. It's dangerous. I have to be back on my place. Okay, okay. Yeah. They are my co-stars. Don't you go all sweet on me. I found something real fucking eerie. Okay, I'll be friendly
Sweet
again. Why
here
not?
needs a little more sleep.
You
Poor
need to
guy.
see this.
Fun.
Okay.
Before we'll stop.
Okay, I need to see this. I can't take offense and give up or just give up.
Okay, you win.
Get down here then. And about last night, we need to talk.
Okay. We need to talk. But now I have some absinthe. For some reason. So I will grab it. And the rest is all the same. Basically. Not just exactly. I'm not exactly sure about those beer cans and about these socks. Or three socks. Or three socks. Socks everywhere. But whatever, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry for the noises. So, what we're gonna do? Go outside. I hate the location of the garage. It's so out of the way. It should be in the other end of the building, like here, for example. I don't know. Okay, shortcuts. Shortcuts.
She's gone.
That's a piece of her flesh.
So she wanted out and ripped the cage open?
I don't see any other way this could have happened. Putting her in the cage was a dumb idea.
You've been doing your science project on climate change or whatever. Is this it?
No. It's not this.
No. Polar bears are unpredictable animals, especially when hurt and captured.
You really don't see the pattern here? We are basically animals, right? Maybe the storm messes up everything with a brain.
That's a very good hypothesis. But about last night.
Like you last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just like
him, but
that.
not me.
Man,
Smarty
I
guy.
was far off.
I guess it's plausible. The human brain functions on electric signals.
I've been checking the magnetometer, and the worst is yet to come. The storm is gaining momentum.
I probably need to put the bear down. Can I take the snowmobile?
Sure, the keys are in the ignition. I need to chill somewhere for a while.
How nice of me mocking the guy for his nightmares when actually I had my own, but whatever. Now I have to go back inside. No. I will just get to know what to do if I come to the snowmobile first. Here. The description is the same, but I need to find a way to track the bear first. Okay, now I can go back. Right. Anyone or anything for me to see here? I don't remember.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my bones.
Made any progress with the thesis?
Not really.
Well, if it helps, our little side project here, the one involving oil, is showing some real promise.
Can I talk to him? I can. And a lot. So, yeah, let's start exploring this. Dialogue options.
The bear we caught yesterday escaped by tearing open the cage, and apparently hurt herself badly.
I'm not surprised. Those are intense animals. What are you going to do with her?
I'll probably have to put her down. If the tracking collar is still on, I'll find her. Did you have any nightmares last night?
Yes, I had this recurring one when Euler Jr. catches us not doing our jobs. Other than that, just some nighttime flatulence, but that's definitely out of excitement.
Tully's dreams have really
Passive
gotten to
aggressive.
him.
Look, Rune, Ted is not really operating on the level of maturity one would expect. Between you and me, waking dreams mostly occur in juveniles.
The gall.
I understand you've found a large enough reservoir here to start drilling.
Beats me. Determining the field size will take some seismic work. But we know there's some prime stuff down there. Saturation, volume, color, sweet taste, and whatnot. Substantial
Taste.
bonuses heading our way if we can focus on the mission at hand.
Conclusion. You were telling me that I'm bothering you. I'm annoying your work. Considering I'm not expected to work on the project.
Do you think I can use the radio now?
It's still powered down, and I think we should keep it that way. The Tempest is raging up there, even now, in the daytime. That could seriously cripple our equipment. I don't think we'd be able to contact anybody. Unless you want to listen to some dork playing ukulele on Radio Waikiki. One time, a few years back,
Passive
I remember
aggressive.
being unable to hear even the carrier wave from Thule, while still listening to the Moscow Philharmonic. Strange are the ways of upper atmospheric transmissions.
Philharmonic.
I understand you have a long work history in the Arctic.
Too long, my friend, too long. I've seen all kinds of creatures in here. All kinds of jaunty fellows.
What are you working on?
Tellurics, if that means anything to you.
It does.
We need to hustle with this thing. Bob's kid is not known for his tactfulness.
Alright, let's go check my bones.
I see you're making progress with those. Let me know if you've...
Oh. I didn't expect it to interrupt him. Ploft. Okay. Now a little more work on the bones. Carved symbols. Two symbols. Men dancing and feasting. A deep cut. It seems that the bone was butchered in a crude manner. The marrow has been extracted with a cut. And it may only mean one thing. Was it eaten? That carries some grave implications. There's one person who might know something about this. Yep. Nova. Are you here?
Nova! Are you in there?
No answer. Well, maybe the kitchen. Okay, everything unchanged. Nova Novak. Nowak. She looks tired.
Everything all right?
Yes, just had a lousy night.
You're not the only one. The radio woke me up.
At least you got some sleep. I've been running those samples for, what, like 4 hours now?
If there's something I can do to help, like pick off the hairier bug legs.
Thanks, but those bugs are still microscopic. How's the bear doing?
She's gone. She must have smashed the cage during the night. She's apparently hurt pretty badly, and has an infected jaw. She'll probably die if I don't find her.
But you can find her, right?
Yes, if the tracking collar is still attached.
Oh. Now a whole lot more dialogue options. Good?
You don't look like you slept too well. Rough night?
No, it's more like personal stuff.
Haven't had any strange dreams?
Not really.
Tully had night terrors last night. Seems pretty shaken.
I know. First morning in months, he didn't tell any of his sexist jokes.
About the hide and the bones.
Al thought you might have some insight on those bones and the hide he found.
If you mean as an Inuit, not that much. People often have this misconception of our cultural unity, but in reality, there are many different cultures and groups. I'm a Canadian Inupiat. In Greenland, there's the Kalaallit, although the dialect spoken here in the north is Inuktun. It's very close to the Canadian Inuktitut that my mom spoke to me. However, I took some courses on Paleo-Eskimo cultures, so I might be able to tell you something.
About Nova's background.
From my first day here, I noticed how you take pride in your past. I'm sure your mom taught you that.
Not really. She always told me to forget the bygone ages and become a trucker.
I can comment on her looks or her talent. Talent.
Losing you to the logging industry would have been a waste of talent.
You should see me driving a Kenworth double trailer up the Wrangell Mountains before you say that. Definitely not for the faint-hearted. Anyway, I learned to take pride in what I am after I moved to Alaska and went to university.
Yeah, still keeping to the role of good boy. But about Euler Jr.
You didn't seem very happy to hear Euler Jr. was coming.
We just don't
Euler.
need anyone from management meddling in things right now, especially those who are full of themselves.
I hate the way some Americans, Canadians, British, and I suppose Australians too, just butcher European surnames. I mean, French is fair game. Deutsch is fair game, Dutch is fair game, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, all fair game. And I don't even want to start about Greek and Slav languages. Slave, oh my god. Yes, I know. Some people correlate the word Slav with the word slave. But actually there is no linguistic correlation. About our date.
We on for tonight?
We are, but I have to zone out for a while first.
More?
It's supposed to be a major oil prospect down there?
Yes, but Al thinks we need to do a little more work before trumpeting about our find.
And about the violated bones.
I found interesting details in the bones Al brought. There are knife marks all over them, and the bone marrow has been exposed in one.
That's usually done to feast on the juicy innards.
Which would mean the Paleo-Eskimos were practicing cannibalism.
No,
Or
I don't think so.
Why not? It's known to happen in extreme conditions.
Trust me, this is something that I know really well. Cannibalism is a strong cultural taboo for the Inuit. They would not do that. There's some evidence of even older cultures than the Inuit in Greenland. Degenerate hunting cults, very warlike and tightly organized, which doesn't apply to us.
Sounds like they could have practiced violent
Degenerate
rituals.
goats, what's
But
this?
as I said, they were not Inuit.
Lovecraftianism?
According to the myth, they were driven into the sea by old Inuit tribes. I have a couple of articles on the subject. I'll fetch you one.
Yes, I really needed it.
I also have another article about the mythological side. I'll try and find it for you tonight.
Unfortunately, I'll have to end the discussion. I'm not sure if this second article really exists because on the other time I played, she ended up refusing to give it to me because I insisted to talk about cannibalism. My stance about cannibalism, I suppose, is quite polemical. I mean, of course, I know it's a very strong taboo. Of course, I agree it's a very strong taboo. But on the other side, I believe more in survival. I don't have qualms about the idea of having to resort to this extreme measure in extreme circumstances. So I don't understand why people would so vehemently deny that their ancestors or adjacent just didn't ever practice it, because it's survival, it's not anthropophagy. Anthropophagy is cultural, it's ritual, it's spiritual, it's magical, it's selfish in some senses. Cannibalism is pure necessity. And I don't see any shame in it. I don't see any shame in trying to survive. Anything else? No. Get the sugar. Yeah, she's brewing coffee, but she didn't offer me any. It's the same sandwich with the same description. I don't know if it's a new one. The vegetables are shady, which I suppose it's predictable. Okay, let's go to my own dormitory. I have to grab the triangulation stuff. Guess I'm done. Yep. I'm gonna sadly have to euthanize it. Okay, there's a very precise way to use the triangulation device, and I hope I'm doing it right. This is the triangulator. The software that I made myself. Oh, I forgot to check first about the caller ID. Okay. Here. The caller ID is ALO 339. So I click plot 1. Now it wants me to walk 15 steps. And I will end up like around here, hopefully. And now my second position. Okay. It didn't work. I have to try again. Guys, I'm gonna edit it out so you don't have to watch me trying and trying and trying again, because I know how hard it is to get this done. Okay, everyone, I had forgotten about one important step in the process. I suppose that's why I was not being able, even after, I don't know, 6 or 7 attempts. I must be beside the fuel pump, not the tank. Okay, it seems to be this, according to the guide. Now I'll have to check my compass. That doesn't do anything. Oh crap. Oh, I suppose I should check it. My current heading in degrees is 248. Okay, let's try it. That's why it was not working. Walk 15 steps to get a new heading. That's what I was missing. No, the new heading. 230. Let's hope it's enough. Yes! Despite the radiometric interference, I'm getting a position. The berry is about 1.5 kilometers northeast of here. Better take the snowmobile. Okay, now I can go. Let's see if it works. Yay! Oh my! I'm barely alive.
Did you just shoot something?
I was examining her tracks. If I hadn't looked up, I'd be dead now.
I told you this would happen.
Well, you could offer to come with me, right? I don't suppose you were exactly busy? But now I'm not exactly sure what to do. Therefore, let's save. Examine the color. Bloody tracking color. I need to go through the GPS data. I mean here. Maybe if we combine it, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Attach the computer. What's a proxy track? Supposedly I have access to the East Katak Plateau map. That's where we are. Now let's import the number of the color, and this tracks the movements of the bear, which I don't know what it means, but let's see the points for some reason. Woo! For some reason it wandered 20 kilometers to the northwest before turning back. I need to analyze this more thoroughly later. Later than what? Okay, just the last one then. Nah, nothing happened. Oh. I have this text I had forgotten to read. Greenland polar bear hunting patterns associated with sea ice decline. Contact R. Knudsen at bergen.edu.no. No. Norway. Abstract. Near the southern latitudes of polar bear Ursus maritimus range, changes in polar bear hunting patterns correlate with sea ice decline. In this thesis, we test these pattern changes in Katak, eastern Greenland, above 78 degrees latitude. Given the GPS color's reliability, spatial accuracy, and other associated measurements, we use automated GPS collars to record the locations and activity for adult female polar bears. Compared to earlier research, we chose TTQ evaluation to evaluate the effect of sea ice diminishing on hunting behavior. Between parentheses, geographic profiling and search patterns. Based on the critical predation (CP) concept more quantitatively. Key topics of focus included sea ice, snow, weather, marine mammals, land mammals, fishing quality and quantity of animal populations. The research is funded by Bergen University Department of Zoology and the Bergen Zoological Museum. Katak facilities and logistical support is provided by Project EPGE Euler Petroleum Greenland Expedition, a subsidiary of Euler Petroleum Worldwide. Okay, anything new about the triangulator? No, I don't need it. I just don't know why. Yeah, not found. Because we're so far away. CP. The one before the last is where I made some observation, and the last one, okay, nothing new, let's close it. What's my task now? The article will surely help with the hide and the bones. Well, okay. The bear arc is over. The bear was taken care of. Now I can enter, get rid of these clothes. All the blood and stuff. Well, now I can read the article. Chapter 7, Anthropophagy. As mentioned in the chapter concerning the Cree and the Sioux, cannibalism is culturally an unaccepted behavior within the Eskimo. Some tribes consider it a manifestation of mental illness, some as a sign of possession by an evil spirit, some are both. It meant transgressing mystic laws and required banishing or killing the perpetrators. Here we will look at the Tunichuk myth, underlining the cannibalism taboo. The Greenland Eskimo believe in a race of cannibalistic men called Tunichuk, inhabiting the Webb Island, northeast from the mainland in the ancient times. They were said to hunt down the unwary and to slay them gruesomely. In some versions, the Tunichuk were a race of giants that were driven to inaccessible mountains in the inland. In others, they were said to be a tribe of primitive wild men, very vile and cruel, who turned to evil spirits in their hunger and went mad with the ravenous desire for more. Ashton, the spirit of solitude, hunger, and gangrene, heard their call, descended upon the tribe, and possessed them. Ashton could not be satisfied. The more human limbs, hands and feet they offered it, the more it ate until the whole tribe was consumed. Then Ashton went back to a remote waste far north, carrying some men with it. While most scholars regard Tunichuk as a myth enforcing the taboo, there are some that believe there existed a tribe of prehistoric men in Webb Island. This is supported by the find of Charles Wilde in 1962. Wilde was a U.S. Army geologist and amateur anthropologist stationed in Thule, who discovered a man-made mound in the island during a fact-finding mission. They were later found to be the remains of an ancient pylon. I don't know what is a pylon. This, let's hope here, the cursor will help us. Here, these petroglyphs mean good hunting grounds in the West Fells. And this other one means good fishing grounds in the sea beyond the mountains. Oh, I haven't realized there's an option to examine. Myth. Looks like the first page of a chapter about cannibalism among the Inuit people. This third petroglyph drawing thing has the subtitle Inuit Conversing with Spirit Aurora. The T letters are thought to symbol the ancestors. Here, the things that seem like a T. And the unturned ones, unborn children. I don't exactly understand it. This is the person or people. I suppose it's a person. I suppose this is the petroglyph for Inuit person. I don't know if it means talking to or if it means the Aurora, but they are talking through the Aurora to their ancestors and unborn children, because in their beliefs, according to this game, they live together. And this drawing, this petroglyph, says The Inuit are a race of people with a strong spirit and mind. This is pictured in the symbol of an Inuit individual. His spirit is extending to the sky, here, to be one with the ancestors. And here the footnote says, the Webb Island Pylon petroglyphs dated 1000 BC. The importance of these symbols are underlined. What importance is? Syntax problem. Yeah, I am a grammar Nazi. Grammar Nazi, please. No mistakes. The importance of these symbols are underlined by enclosing them inside cartouches, not unlike those from ancient Egypt. They can be interpreted as message titles. I was never sure exactly what means a cartouche historically, but it will help me. Here, it means a good place for obtaining something, and I suppose it means fishing and it means hunting. Beyond the mountains, it means we read from left to right. Beyond the mountains, we are here. The mountains, beyond the mountains, fishes, a good place for fishing. And this is our perspective in the West Fells, so a good place to obtain. I suppose it means hunting, seems is the same symbol, except if they call hunting and fishing by the same verb, whatever. So it may mean the fells, or it may mean ground hunting, and it means west, and it makes sense. Because if you think you can make a petroglyph, I will invisible draw here like a straight line, and then the sun appearing over the straight line, and this is the sunrise and this is the sundown, so it means west. And I suppose that's it. So now I gotta go to the laboratory. I just don't know exactly what to do with the color yet. Oh, Shaman. Oh, this is his name. Shaman. I would call him Shaman, but I know it's not okay.
I had to shoot the bear. I was examining her tracks and lifted my head, and there she was, right in front of me. If I hadn't looked up.
What you need to do is calm down a bit. Everything is fine. You found the bastard.
Not.
That's the most important thing. Take it easy for a while, Rune.
Everyone is on the edge. We are incommunicable. A break of a guy is coming here. I have a date with Nova that perhaps the guy ruined everything and I had to kill the bear. I cannot calm down. I had to kill a bear. I was studying them. My objective is to make their lives better. Not to kill them. And of course not to be killed. But let's see what he can say about the marks in the bones.
There are both pictograms and mutilation marks on the bones. Enough to turn this into an academic study.
That may very well be the case, but unless you turn that into potential profit, I don't think the company would be very interested. Otherwise, that sounds very interesting.